camera's sake, I guess.
Cool.
Oh, I don't even
My
count my sideboard
my
too.
entire deck is proxied, so
Yeah, no worries. I just meant when I said proxy, like it doesn't really matter when it's pictured at least, if not actual like copied and sent over from China. But when I say proxies, I mean like sharpied, like I said earlier.
do you know how we?
Um,
Do you know how to
I'm gonna
flip?
count my sideboard real quick.
Do you know how to flip a screen?
I'm a big dumb jock, so no, I do not.
Let me try something.
Also, oh wait, never mind. I was about to ask you to roll for us to see who goes first, but I'm higher seed. I forgot. I forgot. So I'll be on the play.
Okay.
Logan gets to find out what I'm playing. Lovely.
It's
I'll have
really
your deck list anyways.
Yeah, eventually, if you wanted to wait, I'm just giving you shit. Yeah, I don't even know. Matt was asking me about his deck list, and I was like, first off, that's a Ross question if you didn't submit it already.
Yeah.
Second, uh, if you haven't submitted your deck list, there might be an issue. Like I
Right.
submitted this deck list about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, give or take. But Ross left my house this morning, and he's been at my place for about a week. So I submitted before he got here. So at least a week and a half ago. I was actually quote unquote prepared this time, just couldn't get freaking proxies. Stupid link at FedEx wouldn't work for some whatever reason. So I was like, I'll just try again tomorrow, whatever. And then, yep, it's Memorial Day. Everyone's closed except food places. But anyways, Robin, are you ready?
I'm ready. I've cut and everything.
Do you want me to cut anyway?
I did three piles. The one in the middle on top.
Sure.
Did you want me to do that again?
No, I do not care. I will. I do not care at all. All right. So I did the same thing you just did. I'm pretty sure I put one of the three on the pile. I think it was the middle or on the top. I mean. Anyways. All right. Even though I already did, I'm gonna count my sideboard again. Anyways. All right. Cool. We're Gucci. All right. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, and again I'll be on the play. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here.
I normally show my hand to the other camera, but I only have one camera today.
Full mulligan to 6.
All right, I will keep my seven.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's like roughly 50-50 for cards with actual art versus Sharpied. So hopefully I draw oops, cards with actual art half more often. I know some cards I just straight up don't own, and other cards I actually have two of the four, etc., etc. Unfortunately, I've been not even unfortunately. I've just been dwindling my collection more and more over the last year. So I've been in Indiana since I don't get to play Magic anymore. So
Mine are at my house, and I don't have access to it at the moment. So
I did a little half cut. But do you want me to do anything
you're
else?
good. You're good.
One, two, three. One, two, three. Oops, my screen just went blank. Can you see me?
I can.
Interesting. You can see my hand right while I'm figuring this out. I haven't looked
Yes.
at it yet. Okay. Why is my screen black? Okay, there it goes. It's fixed. All right, cool. Anyways, yeah, that was weird. Well, fuck me. Hmm. I am on the play, so I'll try this. I want that one back. No, I want this one. I go to 5. Sorry, give me a minute. Do I go to 5? I don't think I'm supposed to go to 5, but who knows? I don't play this deck regularly, so whatever. All right, I'm gonna bottom that and keep this 6, and hopefully I don't regret it.
Okay.
Planes pass.
Planes.
Yep.
Alright,
I should have sharpied the planes. Just kidding.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
you
go.
changed up your basics. I didn't agree to that.
I literally every card I could change is different.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, you said you're a proxy. I'm so used to playing like your deck.
Yeah.
What is that then? Because I don't recognize that art at all.
Goblin Lackey
Oh, lovely. Okay.
and a mountain. I will
Yep.
pass.
Draw. Okay, that's not the worst draw of all time. I will play a Caracas.
Okay.
I will play a Chrome Mox.
Chromox reveal is resolves.
I will. Which one of these am I getting rid of? Sadly, I think I'm supposed to get rid of the Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Oh, which card?
Seasoned Dungeoneer,
Okay.
and then I will play a Clarion Conqueror.
That's the. Let me pull that up on my.
Flying 3/3. It's a dragon. Artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers cannot activate.
Yeah, let me. I might look
Yeah,
up a
you're
card
good.
later, so
No,
I'm
no,
just
you're
gonna.
good. And I do apologize. That's why I was trying to get real. Yeah, not that you could necessarily read it, even if it was real, but
Glaring Conqueror.
Clarion Conqueror, Clarion. I'm not gonna lie, this card is the reason I chose this deck because it's really good
annoying.
against Snoop and
Yeah.
it's really good against Logan. And I don't know what James is gonna play, if he's gonna play his Time Vault deck, but if he is, then at least it's good against that too.
All right. Activated abilities. All right.
Yep. Pass. Also, I didn't realize they made like a ghost rare version. I forget what it's called, but it looks like spectral. I
Yeah,
didn't realize
it's
they
the
made like a
showcase.
special version of it. It's
Yeah.
called what, Logan?
It's the showcase.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's the showcase art. I think it's a ghost fire.
I'll take
Foil.
3
Okay,
damage.
yeah, maybe. Yep. Ah, you have both arts in there. That's cool. I respect that.
What's really funny is when I pull it out and I try and flip it, then I'm like, ah, fuck.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So the quote unquote China proxies that Ross makes for me, they actually put the back on there too, so I can actually flip it.
I got a Snoop.
Yep, that reveals the top card of your deck, correct?
As long as it resolves.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm mono white, buddy.
All right. Cavern of Souls.
Okay, lovely.
I will pass.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Okay. I guess I should. I'm gonna bolt myself with this Witch Enchanter.
All right.
And by Witch Enchanter, I mean Witch Blessed Meadow. And I'm going to play a second Clarion Conqueror.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna attack with the first one.
And they only have flying and vigilance or anything like that.
I don't think they have vigilance. It's just flying, I believe.
All right. I'll take 3.
Okay, pass.
Top card is Arena of Glory.
Okay, you keep drawing them lands. No goblins off the top, please.
I'm gonna name Goblin with Cavern of Soul.
Yep.
I'm gonna play
Uh-oh.
Conspicuous Snoop
Yep.
and Skirk Prospector.
Yes.
Then I will pass.
Tap. Draw. It's 17 all, correct?
No, I'm at 14. I took 3 from my land.
I missed that. Thank you. I'm gonna go to combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack for 3.
Go to 11.
I have 2 cards in hand. Go ahead.
Simeon, Spirit Guide, come on, man. Arena of Glory.
Yep. What's the top card now?
Simeon,
Yeah, you
Spirit
just said
Guide.
it. Yeah. You just said it. I'm
It's
sorry.
weird looking.
It's just the weird arts.
Yeah, some like
No,
monkey.
you're good. I appreciate it.
I am going to use Arena of Glory to play a Goblin Crater Maker.
Okay. Is that a 2/2?
It's a 2/2. Normally, I could sack him to deal damage.
Right. Or destroy an artifact.
Colorless
Colorless
non-land permanent.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to swing out for 8.
Okay. I will block the one that puts shit into play when it hits.
The lackey.
Lackey. Thank you. And I'll
Okay.
take 7, I believe, to 10.
4, 6, 7. Yep. And I will pass after that.
Untap draw. Okay, that's a decent one. Let's attack for 6.
6. Put me at
5.
5. Yeah.
Uh, Tap. Let's play a White Plume Adventurer.
Okay.
I will trigger and I will go get a planes.
Yes.
Planes in here somewhere, I promise. I will play the planes. I will pass to you and untap a Clarion Conqueror.
The Arena of Glory is still tapped.
Yeah. That is unfortunate because I could use. Well, no, I think I'd still be short 1. That's 4, 5.
Yeah. You have a Fury, maybe? Or no, I guess if you had a Fury, you could still pitch it. What's the top card?
Muxus.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. I want to play the Muxus, but I can't sack. This is a mana ability. You can still stop mana abilities, right?
I don't. I
can't
don't
use
believe
any
you can use
abilities.
mana abilities at all. But let's check since I obviously am prepared just to make sure.
Yeah, it's all abilities
Yeah,
can't be
it
used.
doesn't.
Okay,
Doesn't have a.
that's what I thought.
It does not differentiate.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't differentiate like Anointed Peacekeeper. I believe still lets you do mana abilities.
All right. Well, you got me.
All right. Not gonna lie, I kept that hand off of Clarion Conqueror and hoped it got there. All right. Well, if I can just keep drawing actual Chrome Mox and real lands, I guess. I almost teamed up with Brandon to like go over this deck with him, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want him to like spill the beans that I'd be playing this. So
You
I
didn't want
decided
him to
not
know what you were playing.
In case he talked to like Logan or other people.
Oh.
Once again, I will have your deck list before we play.
Right, but you didn't have that before you made your deck.
I guess fair.
Yeah.
I submitted mine like a week ago. So
right. It's like Tom and I were talking before top 4, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna cut all my dredge hate and just play whatever." And I was like, "Man, everyone's been shitting or skipping on dredge hate. I wonder how dickish it would be if I just played dredge in top 8 or top 4, whatever, just to kind of like one up." But
yeah, I'm already making changes to Coveted Jewel based off of Clarion Conqueror, just for the land run as well.
yeah, no, Clarion Conqueror seems strong enough. I put the deck together.
Yeah, no, that's. I think it's going to be. There's one card in my main board that needs a change between now and then, unless.
Yeah. All right, I do have.
Three
Oh,
three is much better than a 2/3.
Oh yeah,
infinitely, yes. Yeah, I love how like half this deck is three threes, and then like what's not a 3/3 is a 3/4, and then I think the Archons are 2/3s,
yep.
but it's like everything else is a 3/3. It's really funny. All right, cool. I get to take out some shitty cards. I'll take out you.
I will take the play.
Yep, sounds good, buddy. And I will take out. Yeah, I copy pasted the main deck, and I made some changes to the sideboard based on what I thought y'all would play, and that's about it. All right, let's do those, and let's bring in. I guess I do want more than two of these. Fuck, fuck, fuck. All right, well, definitely these two for now. Let's see if there's anything else.
I'm gonna keep 7.
Let's take one of these out. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry. And let's bring in one of these. Okay. Oh, sorry. Wait. Getting out of myself.
You're fine. We're not. I'm not in a rush. I just.
These out. This I put them in the wrong pile. These in, these out. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I'm on the draw. I want to take these. Should be fairly obvious what I'm talking about. I almost forgot the crucial play draw aspect of this deck because I don't hardly play this deck. I guess that does change some stuff. All right. I will. Oh, okay, so I guess I have to keep one of these. Yeah, I guess I need to keep one of these. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, cool. We're good. That's what you get for not mapping out your sideboard and just saying, fuck it, these cards seem good. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting to shuffle on. Are the storms letting up at all, Robin? Or
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy lightning earlier, but
you're still in Texas, right?
I'm still in Austin. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're just at your mom's, or are you back home?
No, I'm at my mom's.
Okay, okay, that's what I thought. All right. I did a self cut, but do you want me to do
You're
anything
fine.
else?
You're fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't draw 7 cards to save my life for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not good enough because you can just house me out of nowhere. So it was a turn one season dungeoneer for what it's worth. But if you just go like turn one Snoop into recruiter, I'm just dead. So I would like at least some type of interaction if possible. I'll even settle for turn two interaction because unless you have the nuts on me, I should be fine.
Yeah. Turn 1 is pretty rare.
Yeah, yeah, you need the Simeon or the Chrome for sure. Do you want me to cut any other way besides my self cut?
You're fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. This hand has 1 mana, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna fix that 1 mana and then go to 5.
Okay. I thought I
I
was
knew what I
turning the.
signed up for when I played this deck.
I was hoping to turn the tables on you last game with my swing there, but I couldn't stop another creature.
Yeah, no, I drew Black Lotus the turn before, and I was like, that's so good right now. Said no one ever, except maybe Curtis. Um, and then but the following turn, obviously, I drew the White Plume, and that I think kind of sealed it with you only having 4 mana on your next turn at most, or 5 technically at most.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you
good.
want me to cut any more?
No.
All right, let's nut draw. Now, one thing I do like about playing decks like this and Oops is like the mulliganing is very like binary, which is nice. That's really funny. Land, Caracas, Chrome Mox, Cavern of Souls, Chrome Mox, Archon of Emeria. I'll go to 4.
Okay.
Like, even if I wanted to keep that hand, I only have one thing to pitch to Chrome Mox. The other two, at least, were free pitch, like free to bottom, but. Alright, do you want me to cut any
Yep.
additional way?
You've been doing pretty good yourself.
Hey, it's about time. I don't think I've mulliganed to 4 all season, so. All right. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna keep this on principle. Okay. So I'm just putting down the cards I definitely want because it's a little bit easier for me.
I haven't seen anything yet, but move your hand back a little bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I try. I try to when I play either keep my hand face down or like keep my stuff towards the camera. Just for trying to. I mean, we are playing for a Mox Jet, so like I try to be like as legit as possible so people don't get butt hurt and yada yada yada. Yeah, this is my 4.
All right.
Come at me.
Mountain,
Yep.
Mox Ruby,
Yeah. Is
Snoop.
this the infamous turn 1 Snoop? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I mulliganed to 4 so far.
Top card is a Crater Maker,
Okay, got it.
and I will pass.
I will play a Mox Pearl. I assume that's good.
Yes.
Ancient Tomb. Go to 18. Play a Clarion Conqueror.
That's nice.
I did mulligan for it. Go.
You have 2 cards in hand.
Yep. Dose. And currently no onboard white mana.
Arena of Glory.
Yep. Hasting. Oh, you can't tap the Mox.
Oh, activated abilities.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, of lands, creatures, and I'm sorry, not lands. My apologies. Artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers.
Okay. I am not going to exert the arena. I'm just going to play a Snoop.
Yep. And attack into my 3/3. Sounds good. Just kidding.
I will pass.
Is that a Simian Spirit Guide on top?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
He just jumped off. He just tried to kill himself.
You're good. I'm just glad I'm recognizing the arts. Was there anything else?
No.
All right. Draw. Ooh. Yeah, that was a really good draw off the top.
And you take 2, right? You're at 18.
Yeah. I should be at 18. You should be at 20. I'm gonna play a Cavern of Souls. I'm gonna name Orc, and I'm gonna play this White Plume.
All right. Let me look up White Plume again.
Yeah, it makes the initiative and it untaps a creature on my upkeep on your upkeep. If I've completed a dungeon, it untaps all my creatures. And it's a 3/3.
Okay.
Trigger, I'll start the initiative and then I'll trigger that to go get a planes.
Okay. And you're at 16. Got it.
Yes, I will be, or am technically when I cast the spell, but yeah. I'm gonna attack for three.
All right.
So 17 to 16. I have a tapped Clarion Conqueror. I will pass the turn. I will untap Clarion. Oh, sorry, I'm not shuffling on camera. My apologies. And then I will untap my Clarion Conqueror on your upkeep and continue to your turn. Two cards, you know about one of them.
Um, Top card is Skirk Prospector.
Yep.
I'm going to cast the Skirk Prospector.
Sounds good. That's a mountain, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Is that the SpongeBob Mountains? I just realized.
Yeah, it's
Is that actually?
scary.
Oh my god. That's why I mulliganed to fucking four.
Huh. Goblin Lackey.
Yep.
Two. I think I'm okay to take one more hit. Cards in hand.
The two, and one of them's a plains.
All right. I will pass.
Tap. I will put. See, what do I want to be out of Fury range? I guess the Clarion Conqueror. I don't even know why I'm asking myself that. Where's my dice? Target the Clarion Conqueror with the initiative trigger.
Okay.
Okay. Draw. That is a card. Let's play a plains. And oh yeah, I don't why do I have you at 20 still? I never adjusted your life total. I guess I'm just gonna attack with one. So I'll attack with my Clarion Conqueror and take you to hit you for five.
All right. 12.
Uh, Pass upkeep trigger to untap my Clarion.
Sure. Top card is Cavern of Souls.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to swing for. You have two creatures, right?
Yes, I have two creatures.
All right. I'm going to swing with. I'm going to swing with Snoop, Skirt, Prospector, and Goblin Lackey.
Okay. I will block Goblin Lackey with White Plume Adventure.
Okay.
I'll take three.
Yes,
Okay. Trigger. You have the initiative. Would you like to search your deck for a mountain?
I would.
Yep. Smart not attacking with the Snoop in case I double blocked, which
Yeah.
probably should tell me you don't have a Fury in your hand, but I feel like there's not a big enough reason for me to chance that to block with the Fury or the Clarion, because that's kind of all I have going for me right now. Otherwise, I think you'd be blowing me out of the water.
I would be doing more things than I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. So I just don't want to lose to a Fury.
Top card is Simeon's Spirit Guide.
Okay.
Let me verify this really quick. Where'd my three? You have a White Plume Adventurer in play?
Yes.
Okay.
And again, I do apologize for the lack of art.
I'm going to deal 2 damage to the White Plume Adventurer with Shadow Skull
Ooh,
Smashing.
that is very annoying. Fuck. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Good job, buddy.
Sweet.
All right, come on, top decks.
I will pass.
Uh, yeah, now I don't have my vigilance anymore either. God, that was good. All right. Yep. Upkeep. Go to my draw step.
All right.
Draw. Play a strip mine. Attack for 5.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
All right. Trigger. Trap you to 2.
I was just looking up the initiative thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boy.
Strip mine your arena of glory. And hope you can't kill me. Go.
Chalice of the Void. Maybe I should play some like Sacklands in here or something. Um.
I don't know if that's worth it.
All right. I can scry. So I'll swing for 5.
Okay. No blocks. Go to 8. Trigger. You have the initiative.
I'll scry.
Yeah, you're doing the scrying. Okay. And I do not see that card.
They're terrible.
All right. Next card. No.
Ooh. Yep. You got it on a mull to 4.
Good games, buddy. Yeah, Clarion Conqueror, man. Do you play Furies?
No.
Okay.
But there's 2 lightning bolts in here.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I definitely think that going towards the land run, you need to account for Clarion Conqueror because
Yeah.
I think the card is honestly just a hard counter for you otherwise, and I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the reasons I chose this deck. I was done relying on getting quote unquote lucky against you because I've purely gotten lucky against you in the past. I feel like maybe minus 1 match,
I
but
should.
every time we've played, it's like been a top deck that I've won, including every time we play at the land run, which I think is like what all but 1 year.
Yeah. You always get
So,
me. I probably should have put some glacial chasms in.
oh, I forgot that you protect that card. Oh yeah, I need to unsideboard. Yeah, I forgot about my chancellors. I had to leave one in, but I brought in obviously pithing needles and you
Well,
can't see. I brought in pithing needles and my extra swords because I play one in the side. The list I copy pasted played a Clarion Conqueror in the sideboard, but I assume that that's because this is a Cavern of Souls mana base, and so like it's bad. Like I know it's game 1. It could have been really bad. Actually, kind of was bad for me because I couldn't play my Seasoned Dungeoneer if I wanted to because it set me back on my white mana. So maybe that's why it doesn't play the full 4. But I've noticed ever since, like the last like 3 or 4, if not more, mono white lists I've looked at MTG top 8, all play the 4 in the main again. So I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have copied that one list. I only have 3 in the main.
well,
But
the pithing. I had Crater Maker both games to stop the pithing needle, and
okay.
a pithing needle that both swings for 3 and blocks with the vigilance
Sure.
is really rough.
Yeah, that's for sure. I forgot I brought in my containment priests when I could take out my chancellors against you because at least one, it's obviously the flat like it's an ambush viper, right, for like initiative purposes, but I guess you could block a goblin lackey too, so I guess there's a little bit more play, but I don't really need to block the goblin lackey because the reason why I brought it in was for the muxus effect, which goblin lackey is a similar effect, so like
I would block the lackey, and then have the
I don't
effect
know.
still there.
Yeah, but the containment priest would exile it if you put it into play
Yeah.
because he didn't cast.
Well, so the trigger goes on the stack, right? And you
Right, so you
respond to
just
the
choose
trigger.
not to.
I could
I'm
choose
sorry.
not to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I would say block the lackey.
for sure.
Both games, not having the Skirk Prospector work was my biggest hurdle.
Oh, let me. I'm sorry, my camera's not adjusted. Let me adjust.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So I noticed when we played in the past, the Skirk Prospector is like one of your best cards in the deck. Do you? How many do you play?
There's 4 in the main deck. I cited one
Okay.
out.
Okay. Yeah, because it's just that important for you. I also love that because of it, like you don't care about your own null rod, which is really nice.
It's one of the outs when you have like a Cavern of Souls and you're playing against control and you
Uh-huh.
have the Muxus and you're just like, all right, I'll wipe my board, uncounterable Muxus.
I need to get a solitude out. What was the scenario you just said? I'm sorry, I was still
You're
setting
playing
up.
against like control and you have your Skirk and maybe some
Oh,
guys
okay.
that aren't doing much, like, they've got to resolve Luris or something. And you're like,
Sure.
well, I have 3 goblins, 2 lands, and a cavern. I'm just going to wipe my
Oh,
board,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
throw the Muxus down, and
yeah.
start over.
Especially if you had a Snoop and like you're just playing value goblins from there. Are you still playing that like bigger Mog fanatic?
Mogmob. Yeah, there's 2 of them. It's
Okay.
it's
Okay.
fantastic. Um, I
Yeah, because
was,
that's a bolt, right? It's a 4 mana bolt basically
but
on
you
on
can
a goblin
divide it.
creature.
You can divide it. So
Oh,
um,
so it's a Titan. That's cool.
I had a game
Big Titan.
last week where I played it. I killed Luris and some like 3-1 in the same turn. Or something else. Like I killed Luris in the blocker with 1 top decked Mog squad, which let me get the Lackey in, which let me put the Muxus in my hand into play. Um, and that was after I had stacked my deck. I'm writing down my stacks now, just in case someone brain freezes me for 3,
Oh yeah, for 6.
or 6, or whatever the hell you did.
Yeah.
Um,
That was so I think that was the first time we ever played.
yeah,
And I
we're
was like, what the fuck is this pile? Because I know I took it to the next TVL tournament I went to after we met slash played. And I remember like after you did all that, you're like, oh shit, I should have played around the brain freeze. Had I done, and you started going off
yeah.
this like freaking Einstein
Well,
bullshit in the background,
I had already played
the
around.
Zach Galifianakis meme.
It was the
Like, oh,
mind
if I
break
had done
trap.
this, I could have played through the brain freeze for
Right.
6 and won anyways. And
It
I'm
was.
just like, this motherfucker.
It was the mind break trap I was trying to play around. That was our
Okay.
first. That was our first game of the top 8. After the judge tried to give me a second game loss for the same deck violation that he didn't catch the first time, with like the Pringled
Yeah, you were telling
Simians.
me about that. Like your round one opponent, like you had a deck check and then you
I got a
violently
loss,
lost.
which was fine. And
Yeah.
then we get into the top 8, and he's like, "You have Pringled Simian Spirit Guides," and I'm like, "You looked through this deck and said it was
Yeah.
good.
I remember
Like,
that.
you can't give me a second game loss for something you missed on."
Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
I
Dude,
gotta.
I'm really glad that we met that year because
Yeah.
you've been a fun guy to talk to and play with. I hate that I didn't get to go to an Austin game with you
I did Hunter
before I
Burton for
moved.
the first time. Um,
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah, no, my other buddies were telling me about that. Like Curtis said he saw you, and a couple other guys said they saw you, or said this guy played this really cool or really dumb, depending on their angle. And if they lost to you, Goblin deck, and I'm like, I know exactly who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
I got a funny game loss for a deck check at Hunter Burton. Uh,
What's up with you and dude?
well,
I've got one game loss after a deck check, and I just like religiously never did it again.
well,
And
they
it was
didn't.
like the sideboard issue because I had my flash freezes in standard touching my deck,
I
and
have
they were like, "Oh, you sideboarded these in pre game or whatever," and I was like, "Definitely did not, but whatever."
the problem
That's
was
where
is
I
that I
kill
had
you.
2 storage sides, and there was like cards in this side.
Sure.
And what I thought was funny about it was I said to the judge after he did it, I was like, "Well, I don't have another deck box, so you're gonna have to go find me one."
Yeah, and you said that he went and got you one,
Yeah,
which
like a
I
kitty
don't know
deck
why they
box.
did. Yeah.
I was like, "I don't have anywhere to put
Well,
my cards, man."
Right. So that's so weird though, because I have one of those, and Logan can back me up on this because I think he uses the same one. If not, he's aware of it. But those prof deck boxes that have like the
Oh,
extra
yeah.
storage space and stuff. I mean, now granted, I guess maybe the difference is if it's not an actual difference, it's because they don't catch it, I guess. But like the deck box section is in a section, and then the other two compartments are kind of hidden. So either one, they don't catch it, like I said, or two, because it's like out of sight, out of mind, and that's why it's okay. I don't know. Like, because like the deck box you just showed me, like they're kind of available.
I
So
mean,
I don't know.
my
Because I always pop out my tokens. I always pop out my tokens once I reveal to my opponent like what I am basically. Or if I, obviously need said tokens, which basically reveals, if not literally, like when I play an orchard and give them a dude. It's kind of obvious I'm playing Oath. But and that's why I like about that deck box so much, because it has the multiple compartments for stuff. But my point being, to go back to yours, is that cards I pick up, like either like cards from my wall, like from tournaments that people give me, or like maybe I went to the vendor before the round started and bought a random card. I put that shit in there too, because I'm very minimal when I go to tournaments.
That's
I'm
what the
just
judge
minimalist
said.
in
The judge
general,
said you can't
really.
have any real cards on the other side of the deck box.
Yeah, I like I said, maybe it's just an out of sight, out of mind thing, so judges don't think about it. Because I've been deck checked a few times with that deck box, and I've never had an issue. And I
Yeah.
can't say 100% I've always had real Magic cards in those compartments, but I assume that they don't even bother checking, that they just check the deck side. Because like I said, I've never had an issue, and I very much so have real cards in there
My opponent
often
was
enough. I will say like 99% of the time.
my opponent was really mad because he wanted to go eat because his wife was hungry, and it took him 15 minutes to come back. And as soon as they gave us the deck
Yes.
boxes, he looks at the judge and he says, I drop, like
Yeah.
I don't even care."
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
won that
he
round.
did tell me that when we played in the round robin portion. I remember that now. I'm sorry, in the round you portion.
All right, I'm going to make some dinner, but it's been groovy.
Yeah, hey, before the land run though, I really want, if you're up for it, I would really love to jam some more games and talk and get lists together. I really want to focus on that top Flesh Raker list I'm on, as far as like freebie testing wise, but I will gladly do the same for you if there's deck lists you want me to play for you, etc., etc.
Well, I'll probably have a lot of sideboard cards to try out because I do need to
Yeah, yeah,
find
for
better
sure.
answers.
For sure. You're a very technical player, and I really love playing against you. And no offense to like Curtis and some of my other friends, they don't really think about that shit. They kind of just play cards at random. So I'd rather play against people that like actually think shit through, so I can get better and actually analyze
Uh, I'm
situations. So
gonna.
I can actually, like, I don't know, not go to a tournament super unprepared for like the fourth time in a row since I've moved.
I'll try to threaten to win every turn.
Yeah, I hope you do. But yeah, I'll let you get going, buddy. I know you're hungry. I'm sorry. I'll
No
talk to you
worries.
later, buddy.
All right, later.
See ya. Logan, do you have a minute?